Hi, my name's Morag from Our Permaculture Life, and summer's really hit in our garden here. It's hardly rained at all for over a month. The leafy greens are starting to thin out, but one of the favourites that's still out there really strongly is kale. So I've gone out and harvested three different sorts of kale that I'd like to make into some kale chips. Now I know kale chips is sort of one of those things that's been around for a long time. We've heard all about kale. But you know, now when we get kale chips in packets, they tend to be so high in sodium and really unfresh. So a simple way, this is a super simple way of getting kale straight from your garden as a really delicious, highly nutritious sprinkle on top of your salad. And one of the things that I'm going to show you how to do, instead of turning on the oven in the middle of a hot summer's day, is using your sandwich press. So I've got three different sorts of kale here. The red kale, the Tuscan kale and the curly kale, and also just to spice it up a little bit or add a bit of extra flavour, I've got some rosemary and some oregano, which also do fabulously at this time of year, and a little bit of chopped garlic we're going to toss on, and a tablespoon of olive oil. So all you need to do is to chop up your little pieces of kale onto your hot plate and leave out the big stems. So I've chopped on some kale onto the sandwich press. Just going to strip off some oregano leaves, rub them a little bit onto the top, add in some rosemary leaves, some chopped garlic, sprinkle that across, and just a little drizzle of olive oil, just a little bit, doesn't need to be too much, and then we just close the lid. So just have a check, it's browning off, we'll move it around a bit. We don't want it to brown too much. Gosh, that's smelling delicious with all the garlic and herbs in there too. A little bit more. Okay, I think it's ready now. Let's open it up and have a look. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful. So we'll just scoop that off now onto our little platter, and that's ready to go on the top of my salad for lunch. I think I've got some zucchinis, a little bit of lettuce still going on, some cherry tomatoes rambling around the garden, and I think that would be fantastic. There we go. So simple and easy kale chips straight from the garden, a couple of minutes on the hot plate and ready for lunch. Thanks for watching. It's Morag from Our Permaculture Life. See you next week for some more tips about permaculture living.